Hi, I think we're live.
We're live. I'm still trying to figure out what you told me to do in settings.
It's up here at the top. You'll see where it says stream to your page. The top of the StreamYard window.
Yeah.
Hit that, and then it'll allow you to go to stream to your page as you. And that's the beauty of it, is like you don't have to share mine. You can stream as you.
Oh gosh, it's telling me to go to my email.
It might be like wanting you to like confirm something. I don't know. Hey D, how are you? How are you, my friend? I'm gonna push me out a few places just so we can hopefully get some folks on and watch. And this is not a night I normally go live, but I wasn't able to go live on my normal live night because I was away, and then I had other things. So Michelle was like, I'm going live tonight. And I was like, I will go live with you. And so let's see. Where was I going to go for? No, not that. Hold on. I have somebody who I need to respond to.
So I'm guessing. I noticed that, like, my face is no longer on.
Oh,
on there. I don't know.
When you did it, it's just, oh, you got mute one.
I'm muted on.
Hold on. Unmute your table one. Hey, Brenda, how are you? Hey, Cindy. We're working out. There you go. I can hear you now, Michelle.
Okay.
We're working out just some technical issues.
Hi. So I want to see if I'm on my page.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get started painting because, y'all know that today is, and I didn't know this because I'm not a big partaker, but I learned from someone else. I saw a post or something about today being National Margarita Day. And I was trying to think about what I wanted to paint. And I was like, you know what? Let's just have some fun with National Margarita Day. Are you live, Michelle, on your page?
I am. So I have a question. Are the comments that are on StreamYard the comments on both our pages?
Yeah, I think you will see both. I'm not sure, but just hang out on your page just to make sure, because I honestly do not know the answer to that.
Okay.
I think you should see it, but I'm not positive about that. I'm not positive.
Technology is fun.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, what would we do without it?
I don't know what we would do without it, to be quite honest with you. So, Margaritaville. I got to get some colors of Margaritaville going. So I'm going to do a little background in this like tealy color. This bright color that reminds me of like a Key West color.
I love that color. That is a great color.
It is. Brenda says, can you see? She says, can you see me, Michelle?
I can see you. I can, Brenda.
So yay. It works. So I quickly just sketched this on. Y'all give me a little grace when it comes to a margarita glass. I don't know that I do know what they look like, but I don't know that I nailed the drawing of it. Hey, Teresa, how are you?
I'm using a new color, a color I've never used called crockery.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, we'll see.
Is it like the tan color or
Yeah, this is their this
cockery, or is it? I'm
yeah.
gonna say the wrong word with this one though. That's my only problem with saying this on Facebook. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. 'Cause I'm gonna say it wrong. I can just not. It just is gonna come. I had to like for a minute there. I was fighting with it to just get it to come out right.
I this is the all-in-one paint, so it's not water activated. So I'm gonna try and do a base coat in this and
Uh-huh.
then put something over the top of it and wipe it back, and it should,
Ooh.
we'll see. We'll
Now,
see.
is that a wise owl or what is that?
This is DIY.
DIY. Okay. I don't think I've ever tried any of the DIY paints.
Really. I've never tried Wise Owl, and it it looks really, it looks really good. I
Yeah.
just
I've never tried Wise Owl either. I was just wondering. And I knew you carried a couple of different brands, and I wasn't sure which one. I just guessed.
yeah,
I just guessed.
I definitely love my DIY. Well, look, this is the same color as the wood that I've
Right?
it'll show up on my candlestick that I'm gonna do too. So what night do you normally go live that you said you weren't able to go?
I'm gonna go live on Monday nights. That's kind of been my most, I guess, staple night. But there are sometimes I can't, and then I just try to pick up a night, that I can.
Well,
And
this worked out good.
yeah, it did. Monday night was I was traveling. I had stuff to do for the Odd Fellows, so I wasn't at home. And so I had traveled up to Northern Virginia. I'm just gonna put this behind my part of my glass because I don't know where the liquid will come up to. So I want to make sure that the wall is being seen through my glass.
Oh.
'Cause you would see the wall through it, right?
Yeah. That's smart. That's smart.
The
Every time I just always grab these whenever I see them at the thrift store.
little
Little gable things.
those, all of a sudden I went to say the name and I couldn't remember the name of them. I do that a lot when I go live.
Right.
Like legit live brain here.
So I know how busy you've been, super busy. Are things going to be calming down for you soon?
Yes, I think so. I hope so. I think I've got a lot to do, but I hope so. It's been fun, and I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Oh, Michelle and I have something very exciting. Actually, Michelle, I, and 6 other people
Six of our friends.
of our friends have something very exciting that we got coming. So, um, if you want to get on our wait list, get on Michelle's wait list.
Definitely want, if you're going to want, you definitely are going to want more info.
Yeah.
So if you want to put a comment that says, tell me more or wait list, then put that in there and we'll make sure that you are notified as soon as we can tell you.
That's right. Sworn to secrecy right now. Sworn to secrecy.
Is anybody having a margarita today besides Amanda?
I'm not actually having one. I'm just like, I'm painting one. I'm not one to like mix drinks. That is not me. I do not. I do not get it.
So do you, when you do you drink, like, ever, like, have a drink, or you know
Oh,
what I
yeah,
mean?
I'll have something every now and then. Like, if I go to the Mexican restaurant here in town, I'll
Uh-huh.
get a margarita. And I get one of them. It's like a jumbo one. It's like in this big old bowl.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
so
those
it's
are
not
good.
like, I mean, I've seen the mega big ones, but it's like it's bigger than the normal like little,
Yeah.
it's not huge or anything, but
There's a restaurant here I used to go to, and it would come out and they would always have it on fire, the little bit
ooh,
of it would be on fire.
mine's not that fancy. I get the frozen one. I like the frozen over the on the rocks.
Yeah. I,
So
I I'm an on the rocks girl, and I like the original. Like, I don't, not that I won't sometimes have the flavor ones, but I just like the lime.
yeah, I do too. I'm not up for the flavored margaritas. I don't like them.
They're awful sweet, and I, generally speaking, don't do sweet.
Yeah, like if I have them, it's just gonna be the regular. So y'all tell us, are you having a margarita? Did you even know today was Margarita Day? National Margarita Day.
And if you like, when you have one, what flavor do you like?
Yeah.
I do like the sangria swirl. Have you seen those? Like, where they take the sangria wine and they mix it with a margarita
No, I have not seen that.
and they swirl it.
Like I said, I don't have it's not that fancy. Like the
It's,
Mexican restaurant here is not that fancy. Or the one I go to. Now there might be fancier ones, I don't know, but the one I go to isn't that fancy.
and I know we've talked about this before, but you're in a small town, right?
I'm in Charlottesville, Virginia, which is kind of a smallish town, yeah, compared to bigger cities. We're just a small town. I mean, the biggest thing we have here is the University of Virginia, which you know, I work for actually, but it's the only thing that keeps us from being like a one horse town.
Yeah.
Or else we would be just like this little one horse town that no one knew about. So
I always think of college towns as being hip.
mhm. People here like to think we're hip, but I don't think we're as hip as the people here want to believe we are. But no, I don't think we're hip. I really don't think we're that hip.
I've heard that if you're looking to buy a house, that, like, a college town is a good place to
Uh,
maintain their value or something. I don't know.
well, I will say this: it the housing here is definitely ridiculous.
Is that
Yeah, yeah. In town, now it's not because of the house; it's because of the land and where it's at. But there's this house that it's like a 2 bedroom, 1 bath. It's really small, like 900 square foot house.
uh-huh.
And they went on the market and they were asking $550,000 for it.
Oh my gosh. That
Mhm.
is crazy.
It's crazy. And it's because of where it's located. and the fact that it has zoned commercial. So it's like on I think it's on 2 lots, and so in that 2 lot space, they could put a 3-unit house, and so that's why the price is the price it is. So somebody will buy it, and then they'll just tear down the house that's sitting there and build, something that is 3 units that will.
I was gonna say, I bet Airbnb's there. Like, I bet there's a market to have, you know what I mean? Since it's a college town,
Oh, yeah.
you
Oh,
know?
definitely, definitely, especially, like, at graduation time,
Yeah.
all those times, yeah, yeah. I don't know about I mean, of course, now we are, right at Monticello, Ashland.
Oh,
There's some of the presidents that were, lived
yeah.
here, you know, Thomas Jefferson built
Yeah.
here, Virginia. So,
I am so horrible at geography too. Horrible.
and so anyway, we had, so people come to see, their places and things like that. But, um, we're gonna get a little reflection on our um margarita glass there. But so I don't know.
See how dark that ended up. I mean, it's crazy. Like your where you're painting.
Mhm. Yeah, it for some reason I don't understand why when it's like 4 screens, it's darker than it normally is. I don't know.
There's only
Mm.
it only can do so much light.
Right. And so yeah, but I'm super excited about what Michelle and I and 6 other folks have coming. It's amazing.
Yes.
The it's just off the charts.
Amazing, amazing value, amazing people.
Mhm. It is really off the charts. We're just gonna get a little bit of my margarita in here. Yeah, I don't wanna go all the way to the bottom. I wanna leave just a little bit because my glass has some thickness. And I don't wanna go all the way to the edge either for that same reason.
It's those little things like that that make your paintings, they just elevates it.
Mhm. It is. It's like
Those little
it
details.
makes it makes the difference. And you wouldn't I won't say you wouldn't think it would, but it makes a bigger difference than you realize.
Yes, exactly. I know, over as I've just learned over the years, and you look at your early stuff compared to, how far you've grown, that's when I notice
Mhm,
stuff like that.
mhm.
I thought about painting one of my like these the girls that I draw.
Oh, yeah. Your girls are so pretty.
They're that is probably my outlet, like my joy, my, of everything. I love all of it, but of
Mhm.
everything, that's definitely the thing that brings me a lot of joy.
Well, well, they're really, really cool.
What color should I do over the top? I'm thinking about doing Farm Fresh is a color, which is it's just a really good blue.
Mm. Ask folks out there and see what they say.
I don't know if anybody's familiar with DIY. Like, I need to do a color over the top of this tan. Of course, I'm going to do 2 coats on this. And so that when I wipe it back, the tan will show through. What color do you guys think? Maybe black. Black might be fun. You guys vote. Tell me what you think. I put us into the sanctuary. I don't know if you did or not.
No, I didn't. Okay, cool. I'm glad. I put us out to a couple of other groups, but you know, I don't know. Sometimes Facebook kills me.
Yeah.
You're like, really? Okay. Okay.
I was thinking that I could. We have a castle here.
Cool.
It's not very far from where I live. It's on the river, and it's so cool. It's for sale right now, and I think
Cool.
I don't know, it's around, I want to say it's like 2 million,
Mm-hmm.
which honestly I don't feel like for what it is that much. I mean,
Right.
it has a carriage house. I think it has 17 bedrooms, and like, I don't know, 10 of them have master baths with
Oh
them,
my word.
and it's all stone. It's the person that had it built. It's a replica of a castle in Scotland,
Mm-hmm.
and like, they even, some of the stuff in it, some of the architecture came here from Scotland,
Wow.
and it's just so beautiful.
I bet.
I used to live across the street from it,
Oh wow.
and I just loved, just looking out at it.
Right. Just seeing it.
Yeah.
There's a place here. I guess it's similar. I don't know that you would necessarily call it a castle, but it it's close. It's called Swananoa was the name of it. I don't know if it's still called that or if they've changed it, but um it's up like you're going towards Afton Mountain. Anyway, it's similar. They had like pieces of it brought over from somewhere, and then I don't know where, I don't know what country, but and they replicated a castle from wherever it was. Um,
It's so cool. I don't even I don't remember when this one here was built, but I'm sure the stuff came over on a boat.
yeah. Yeah, it's like amazing how they did that back then. Like how do you do that?
Yeah. Like, I mean, the craftsmanship, when you look at a lot of the old architecture, it's amazing what people did back then.
Right. It really is.
Have you ever been to Europe,
No, mm-mm.
Me neither.
No, never been out of the country. One of these days, maybe, but I doubt it.
Oh, well, I mean, I've been out of the country on a cruise, but so I don't know if that count. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the same kind of traveling as,
As by plane or something.
yeah, like, you're stopping at ports, so it's not like,
I would still count it. I would be counting that. I'd be
yeah,
like, absolutely. I would count it.
I have technically been out of the country, but
I've never been on a cruise or anything like that. I don't have much traveling in me, like, far as, like, I would love to, but don't have, like, a whole lot of traveling. Like, where I can say, "Oh, well, I've traveled here and there." No, I've gone to, like, all of maybe 3 or 4 states.
well, I used to travel for work, so I was traveling probably once or twice a month for work. So all around
Right.
the country here. And then my mom actually won a cruise.
Oh, nice.
And she took me and my sister with her on the cruise that she won.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we loved it so much that we went again the next year, but she did it her treat for us.
Oh, nice.
So those are the 2 times, not because, you know.
But I guess the furthest I have been is California. I went to San Francisco.
Mm,
Absolutely loved San Francisco.
yeah.
I absolutely loved it. I thought it was so awesome the whole time we were there. It's
Yeah.
been a few years now. It's probably been um close to 10 years, I guess. 9 years maybe.
Time flies.
It does. It does when you stop to think about it. You stop and think about it. But it was for work that I went for a conference. But we got to do fun things in the evenings and stuff like that. And we got to do fun things. These conferences that these companies have, I tell you what,
Yeah.
a lot of money is spent.
Yeah. I know one time, one of the like, because I worked with farmers, it was pharmaceutical companies, and they,
Right.
they got money.
Yeah, they do.
But they will like buy out a restaurant or buy out, whatever venue
Mhm.
for the conference. And one of them, one time we had our meet and greet cocktail hour thing that they always do at SeaWorld.
Nice.
I know it was awesome. So we got to, see everything without any crowds or anything.
Wow.
And a couple of times the whatever the walkway is there in Florida, where all the
Mhm.
there, and I don't know. I'm not I'm glad I got to do it, but it's not like you're going to see and do that stuff with your loved ones, you know.
Right, exactly. It's totally different. I mean, it's nice that you got to do it, but yet at the same time, you're like, okay,
Yeah. Remember that time we went to SeaWorld? No? Oh yeah, that's right.
oh,
Oh
yeah, that's right. You didn't go. You didn't go. I got to enjoy that. Well, tech companies are a lot the same way, like pharmaceuticals. They have lots and lots and lots of money.
yeah.
When you go to these conferences put on by these big tech companies, it's like the one I went to in San Francisco. It was like all the alcohol you wanted. Their only rule was that you conducted yourself accordingly, or you were not invited back next year. But you could have all the top shelf alcohol you wanted, and it
Yeah.
flowed like,
Oh yeah.
really. And that there was a few that I was like, I wonder if they got invited back.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely have seen some of
You
that.
know, it's a little bit of like you gotta have self-control,
Yeah.
you know. Um,
I mean, I don't know, the environment is weird. I mean, it's like it's encouraged, you know?
oh, yes. I mean, they had like, and when I was in San Francisco, the company had every evening
Yeah.
had like this thing of like hors d'oeuvres and drinks, and then it was where they had like all their vendors set up, and they had these women dressed like Vegas showgirls walking around with in the middle of tables, like they carried the table was attached to them,
Oh my,
and the table had the drink of the night on it.
that's
And
hilarious.
they would walk around this thing and, you just pick up a glass, and then they had these big bar stations set up on the four corners where you could go order anything you wanted. But they had the drink of the night on these round, like were dressed up and they had these big skirts that were the table. And they would walk around
Oh my
with
gosh.
the drinks.
Like,
I was like, number one, I was impressed, but I was like, I would bump into something and like knock all the drinks off. Like, I mean, I could just see that would
exactly.
be me, you know.
My table dress would have some fried chicken on it, let's be honest. That's what I want on my table.
Exactly. And so, we would do that, and they would walk around and you could just take as much as you wanted. It wasn't like a thing of, somebody said, "Oh,
Like a
only
ticket
one."
thing, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how all the meetings I went to were too. Like you could just, and then I know there was when I had 5 kids at home and I was traveling, if you get in good with one of those bartenders, they will send you, like, you can get a bottle and just take it to your room.
Mhm.
And I was like, that's more my speed. I would like rent a movie in my room, because I never got to chill at home.
Mhm.
So yeah, everybody would be like, "Are you gonna go here or there or whatever?" Especially in Vegas. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't have any interest in any of that.
So, but yeah, we went to Vegas. That was my other one, was Las Vegas.
Tommy went with me to Vegas one time, and that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
But it was July, Vegas, and I'm like, this should just be illegal.
And I mean, they had like major headliner concerts for us that were solely for us.
Oh wow,
Oh,
that's cool.
yeah. Oh yeah. That was pretty awesome. And
Who'd
so
you go see? Who'd you go see? Who'd you go see?
I can't remember the guy's name.
You forgot his
I
name.
knew I knew his name up until the time I went to say it, and all of a sudden it's like it's not there. I can think of, he sang with J Lo, and he has the like from Miami. What is his name? I really like his songs too. Um,
Oh, I think I know, but I don't want to.
was it like 409, something like that. It's gonna drive me crazy until I think of his name. He put on an awesome concert though. I'm
That's
gonna have
that's
to look him up.
that's really fun.
Yeah. And but it was like a private party. Um,
Oops.
but anyway, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's gonna kill me when I figure out when I look it up, and I'm gonna be like, really? Because it's like I know it. He's I think he's Cuban or something.
Okay, because I'm like, is it um oh, see, Pitbull, Edith. That's what I was thinking too.
Pitbull,
Pitbull.
that's it. That's it. It was Pitbull. Yeah, it was Pitbull. I was like, I know the
That's good.
name. I was like, I know the name. And oh yeah, he did awesome. And Shaq was the DJ at one of them. I will tell you, Shaq is not, he might be an awesome basketball player, but his DJ, maybe he's improved, but I was not impressed by his DJ skills. And so, like, stick to your day job.
Right. Stay lane.
Stick to your day job because you're not a very good. I was not impressed with his DJ skills.
Edith lives in Florida. She said that's why she knows.
That's how yeah. I knew it until I went to say it. It's kind of one of those things. You
Oh,
have a name, you know it, and then you go to say it, and you're like, all of a sudden, it's like, well, what's his name? What's his name?
yeah.
What's his name? I can't remember his name. And I actually really like him, and he was good. he was very cool. They had
Sorry.
they had like in the air, they had these dancers that were like on hoops and spinning around, and it was,
That's cool. This one step paint doesn't dry as fast as.
yeah, I could see where maybe it wouldn't because of all of the other, the fact that it's not just the one.
Yeah. And I don't feel like I can do a second coat until this is dry.
Right.
I got my new heat gun. I'm not sure I'm impressed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love mine. I've had it for a while. I got it from Amazon. This thing right here was it. I hope that, although I will say, the way I have it plugged up doesn't do it justice. But this thing right here, it has like the variable,
Oh, uh-huh.
and
You need to set out in your car with that thing and point it at people. That looks like a radar gun.
it does kind of, doesn't it? It's too funny. And be like, I'll get you with my radar. I have people slowing down. They'll be like, I don't know, a cop that drives a red truck.
This does not get as hot as my other gun.
Does that have a temperature thing on it? Can you set the temperature?
No, it's low is supposed to be 450, high is supposed to be 650. That's what it says, which I thought, I don't know what my other one runs, but
Right.
hotter than that.
Mm.
And the cord's new, so it keeps unplugging,
Mhm. But I wonder, this one you can set the temperature, so you can, you know.
This is supposed to be specifically for crafters, and so it says that you could do like embossing powder and stuff.
Oh, cool.
And I'm like, it just doesn't seem like it would be hot enough for that, but what do I know?
Well, I would try it and see, and then be like, take it back if it doesn't. Be like, it doesn't do what it says it's gonna do. It's supposed to do.
I got it on Amazon, so
Yeah, you can
that's one good thing about Amazon is that you can return.
yeah. It's just so frustrating when you get something that you think you're gonna like, for whatever reason.
Huh?
It's just so frustrating that when you get something that you think you're gonna like, and then for whatever reason it just doesn't work out, and you're like, it's
Yeah.
so frustrating because you're looking so forward to it and you're excited about it, and then it's
Yes.
this thing doesn't work, doesn't do what it says it's supposed to do, I think that's the thing. Like, if you promise me or if you say it's going to do that, then it should do that.
Right. It's so funny to me how I painted this and it looks the same. Like the before and after of this is not
I picked the same color.
because this is what it was originally, which I guess it did you know, it is better. I do like it better now, but
Yeah.
I got to decide what color of paint I'm going to do over top of it.
Yes, get on the wait list, get on the email list. You wanna know what's coming. That's pretty good.
Yes. Has anybody commented? You guys put
I
on
haven't
there.
seen anything. I haven't seen many comments. We've got a lot of quiet people.
Yeah.
Maybe not a lot, but we got quiet people.
They're in their margaritas.
I guess. They're
So
all like, "Oh, it's margarita day. We're gonna go get us some margarita and some Mexican food." And
I think I'm gonna do farm fresh. We'll see.
some of that.
If you're not, this is the color. It's a really,
Oh, that's a pretty color.
it is. It's one of my favorite colors. Woo!
Uh,
Can you guys hear my husband?
mhm.
He's live on his his thing downstairs.
Oh, okay. So
And
is he doing a sale or is he
yeah,
doing just his normal? Okay.
I mean, he goes live, I don't know, probably at minimum 3 times a week.
Okay.
And I don't know, he's always such a loud mouth down there. It's a whole different thing.
That's pretty cool though.
It is. Like I'm really impressed by him for the whole thing that he's doing with the,
With the cards.
yeah, just because he's not he's not a social person at all, as far as like a social butterfly type
Right.
talker.
Right.
But boy, he gets on there and he just has a whole nother personality.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
My husband would not dream of it.
I would have said the same. I really would have. I would have never dreamed that that was in there. But I mean, you guys have been married a long time, right? Same.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Brenda. She said that margarita looks good. I'm kind of liking it too. I might have to go to the Mexican restaurant tomorrow. It's too late tonight, but tomorrow's Friday.
There we go.
So tomorrow might be my night. It's been a little while since I've been to the Mexican restaurant too.
Oh man. I mean, chips and salsa, I think that should be a food group.
Seriously.
Could be some chips and salsa.
But it's I do too. Although I'll tell you, this Mexican restaurant I'm talking about is one of my favorites. It really is. But it's gotten so expensive.
Oh.
It's ridiculous. It's like,
Well, I mean, you can't even do fast food anymore. Like,
no, you can't.
used to, when I worked outside and would grab something for lunch or whatever, you might spend $7 if you're getting the whole shebang. Shoot.
Yeah, now it's like you go order the sandwich and it's $10.
Yeah.
And a drink, you don't even get the fries and it's $10.
You know that those commercials about becoming your parents?
Uh-huh.
Have you seen the one where he's paying and the guy says it'll be $20? He says, "Oh no, I'm just paying for mine."
I haven't seen that.
It cracks me up every time.
That's,
Those commercials crack me up anyway.
that's pretty funny.
The one where the guy is in the elevator and that girl has on that shirt with the Eiffel Tower, and he turns around and he goes, "Oh, bonjour."
I don't watch enough TV to see these probably. I don't know that one either.
I'm like, see, I'm those dorky people. That's me.
I would be too if I mean, when I used to watch TV, it was like those things were the things that stuck with me, but
Yeah.
I don't watch TV anymore, so I don't see the commercials. I watch every now and then. What day was it? Last Friday, I sat down and I was like, I'm gonna turn the TV on, and I turned the TV on, and the Paramount channel was having the President's Day weekend like marathon of Yellowstone.
Oh, yeah.
And they started it like at season 1.
Oh, yeah.
And so I don't know how many seasons there are, but I watched a few of those. That is a really good show. Like,
Yeah.
now I know why people like it so much.
I don't know how many seasons I've watched. Like, I know I was caught up, and then there was a new season, but I don't remember what season number it was. And then, of course,
Right.
I haven't watched it, but my husband watches, he's like a Dateline, Unsolved Mystery, crime TV fanatic.
Mm-hmm.
And so those shows are almost always that and Finding Bigfoot.
Oh,
Those are always on my TV.
I don't get to Finding Bigfoot as much, but I watches the cooking shows, and then he watches he'll watch the like outdoor shows,
Yeah.
and then he'll watch these like he hasn't watched so many of them, but like these reality TV shows like 30 Below and
Yeah.
Frontier and those are the last it's like the last Alaskan or something.
The Alaska ones. Yes, my husband watches those too. That and Alone, where
Alone.
they have to stay on the island alone. I think
Oh,
in Alaska too, I think.
Naked and Afraid or something. Ted watches those every now and then. He'll watch those, and I'm like,
He's never watched Naked and Afraid that I know of, but he definitely likes the survivalist and outdoors type stuff.
they go out, and they have to survive for so many days, but they're naked.
I mean, I know the premise of that one. I just
They
don't.
have like no clothes, and I'm like, why the no clothes? I don't get that. Like,
Ratings.
I guess it's all for the ratings, but I'm like, I don't understand the fact that why they have no clothes. Number one is bad enough that they're out there anyway. Like, you could at
Like,
least have like some clothing on.
what real life scenario did you end up out there naked?
Right, exactly. Like, how did you end up naked? Like, I get the fact that you might end up on your own, you might end up having to survive, but why are you naked?
Right.
Some clothes. But
Anytime I mean, it's called Naked and Afraid, but like, come on now. When would you ever not be afraid if you were naked in public?
right, exactly. Like, I don't understand this shit. I don't understand it at all. And I tell him that every time. I'm like, but why?
Yeah. Now it seems like I have seen, because I remember seeing one where the girl was like eaten alive by insects. Like,
Mhm.
obviously everywhere on her body.
Mhm. But yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I've seen that one. I mean, there's been a couple because he watches them. He hasn't watched them as much now. He's kind of gotten off of that kick. But for a while, that was all those like the last Alaskan and the this
Yeah.
making me afraid, and I'm like, oh, you drive me crazy. Um, but I've
Just
seen quite a few of the girls, or even I guess the guys, just eat up, and I'm like, but what's the purpose? What? And all these, dangerous animals all around them, and I'm like, why? But anyway,
yeah. I used to tease my husband. I mean, just I always call not so much those, but the fishing and hunting ones and stuff. I'm like, oh, the redneck channels.
mhm.
Y'all redneck channel.
Yeah, he watches plenty of those. But,
But yeah, anything to do with Bigfoot too, which cracks me up.
yeah, like if they haven't found him by now, with all the cameras and all the stuff that
I know
people have,
the
all
last
the
one that was
videos
on, I
that
got into it. Like I was watching it and he wasn't.
me too, Debbie. I would be afraid too. I would be like, I'd be afraid for you for me to be knocking out in public. I
Right.
mean, like,
Uh,
not just for me, I'd be afraid for you to have to see it.
I would definitely be, I don't know, I would definitely need some counseling, I think, after that.
You're not kidding. I mean, I guess the one thing is well, I mean, other than being on TV, they're out there alone. And then that's another thing. I always tell my husband, I'm like, well, they're not really alone.
Yeah.
Like they got who has the camera?
Well, you know that one show, I think it's called Alone, where they drop them off. They have to have their own, like they operate their own camera. Like there's no other cameras
Well,
aside from the ones
like
on
something happens to one of them and they need emergency.
they have a like they can tap out or and once a week they have those health checks and like
Okay.
they can the doctor can make them leave too, which I've seen happen because they're like in starvation, like their bodies are it's sad. Like
Yeah. I've seen a couple of them on this show where the doctor has made them leave.
they're so emancipated. I mean they're
Yeah. They just, mm.
bad. It's bad.
I have seen that with this one too, where the doctors just basically say you've got to leave. Um,
Since this isn't the one step, this should dry fast.
I would be afraid too. I would be like, no, I ain't doing it.
Mm-mm.
I don't really understand why. I think everybody would. Why did you put yourself through this?
I don't know what they could entice me with to do,
Me either, like, they don't know if they're like, oh, if you only get $1 million, maybe $1 million, I'd be like, but I don't even know if I would do it for 1 million.
right? $1 million ain't what it used to be.
That's right. And that's a lot showing out there. You know, maybe if I had a different body, it wouldn't be so bad. But
You know, I don't know because, aren't we all just kind of like, I don't know, everybody, always, you look back 10 years, and 10 years ago you looked back 10 years. Like, it's always.
Oh, I know. And you're like, I wish I looked the way I looked back then and when I thought I was heavy.
Yeah.
Now
So,
I could be like, this is me saying to my old self, hold my beer.
yeah.
You think you're heavy? Here, I'll hold my beer. I'm gonna show you.
I think it was Kristen Calhoun who put that picture of herself up, and she said, let's embrace ourselves right now. And she was talking about how we all do that,
Mhm.
and just kind of saying,
We do.
let's go ahead and love ourselves right now instead of looking, having to look back to appreciate.
Well, I think that's a great way to be
Yeah.
because I do agree that we are too hard on ourselves.
I think too, as women, I've kind of resolved not to do it, not to be as concerned with my physical appearance.
Hey, Kimberly, how are you?
Hey.
Yeah, and you just have to remind yourself, like, you know what? It's all good.
Yeah. You just have to resolve that that's not where your worth is. That's, you know,
That's right.
I'm still laughing at my husband down there.
I hear him.
Do you?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I can hear him.
He's so funny. Every now and then, because he plays like classic rock.
Uh-huh.
Every now and then I'll hear him down there like, pour some sugar on me. Oh my gosh, it makes me laugh.
Everybody's like working on a landing page when I wish I was painting with you two.
Oh, we wish you were too.
You were also. It's National Margarita Day, so I figured why not paint a margarita?
I love it.
I'm just sitting here just tinkering away on it.
These little things that I'm doing, like, I find that if it, you don't have, nothing has to match if you paint everything the same.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Right. It has the same colors.
yeah, then so in my booth, I try to always have several things that are kind of all grouped together that are in the same, yeah. And I already have this color of a candlestick in there.
Hey, Callie,
Hey, girl.
how you doing?
Hey, girl. Hey.
Margarita, and we'll mirror it with some Margaritaville, and we'll just have the fun colors.
It does look very refreshing.
Just the fun colors with some Margaritaville.
That one was really loud, whatever he's doing now.
He's into it.
I mean, some nights I'm like, wow.
Oh, just finished watching Lisa's APC on.
Oh,
I didn't. I lost track of what time she was going live.
yeah, we don't usually, I mean, it's usually not later, so I guess I didn't think of it.
Usually she does it earlier. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't check the time. Mm. Oh,
Oh, it's 7. We've been on an hour.
yeah, we have. Hard to believe that hour went fast.
It did. It really did.
It seems to always go by faster than you realize.
I'm going to kind of see.
It was at 6, ended at 6:50. Okay. So she went live at the same time we went live.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
I didn't realize either.
That's not, I mean, we try not to do that.
Not to do that. Yeah, we messed that up. I didn't realize what time she was going live. Well, I'll go watch the replay.
I can't move that because it's too wet.
What do you have? What are you gonna do now? Are you gonna just have the two pieces be individual pieces that match, or are they somehow going together?
Nope, they'll just be individual. Like I have a few other things this color, and I just set them all together in my booth.
Oh, nice.
Try and make it look like how I would have it in my living room. You know what I mean?
Right.
I try to always keep greenery,
Mm-hmm.
and I always feel like that makes stuff look homey.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Greenery. But I'm digging it. I don't know if you guys can see it because I have this silly thing in the way. Normally, to work on two pieces, I have this so that I can lift one up, but
Right.
there, can you see the distress now?
Oh, I like that. That's pretty.
I think the colors do well together.
Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah. I've never used the one-step stuff on furniture, but it really works good for wet distressing because you don't have to worry about it's not going to wipe off.
Right. You're not gonna wipe it off. That's pretty cool.
The one step for DIY is Jamie Ray Vintage, and her colors are all pretty muted.
Mm-hmm. Now, does she make that paint? Is that her paint?
She's just partnered with Debbie for that line of paint.
Okay.
Like Dion has partnered with Debbie on other paints and stuff. You know what I mean? You know how
Mm-hmm.
people do that.
Yeah.
I'm liking it pretty heavily distressed too. I love it when something works out.
Oh, she said she had a really sweet guest, Christy from Whispering Lane. Yeah.
Oh, it is wood. Yes, that's I have a few of those in cut fresh wood from JRV. I don't know, like the gable isn't from her, just the paint color, Callie. But this is what the color I started with. This is the wood, and then I painted it Crockery was the name of the first color, and then went over it with Farm Fresh. Farm Fresh, and if you do Paint Pixie sugared glass, kind of like Farm Fresh in that line.
I like that sugar glass.
Mm-hmm. This is my favorite one. My favorite color of Paint Pixie.
Mm-hmm.
The sugared glass.
Yeah. That's one of mine. My ultimate favorite color of Paint Pixie is the French macaron. That blue, I just can't walk away from that blue.
Isn't that funny? Because I know I've used it, but I just haven't used it. Oh, cool, Callie. I didn't know that. I don't know. I know I've used it, but it's not one that I've used a lot. It's funny how we gravitate to colors and use them over and over.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a tough time walking away from that one. That's one of my favorites.
I've retailed DIY for, I don't know, 3 years. And there are colors I've never used.
I can believe that.
I mean, it seems kind of silly, but there you go. There you have it.
Zeb cut and made them. Oh, okay.
That's cool because I was saying earlier that these always sell in these gables.
Mm-hmm. I think
People love
I'm
them.
pretty much almost done with my margarita. I'm almost done.
Yeah, I haven't cooked dinner yet tonight. Have you eaten?
Yeah, I had a omelet.
Oh, that sounds good. Hungry. I'm gonna make stroganoff. Oh, and Amanda, you'd love it too because I'm using deer.
Oh, yeah, right up my alley. Just save me a spot.
Oh,
Save me a spot. I'll be right there.
yeah, she can't get enough of that venison.
Can't get enough of it.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, can't get enough of that. Mm-hmm. But cracking me up.
See how lazy? I'm just pouring my top coat right on here.
But that works.
Yep. I want to see the finished product, and DIY paint dries muted, so
Yeah.
I wanted to see it.
You got top coat on it. You don't want to get called out for that. I can't help myself. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself.
Lordy, lordy, lordy. It would be one thing if I were sitting here going, "What is happening?"
Right.
What in tarnation?
But I didn't know that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, me. I'm just being my naughty self. You just ignore me. Just ignore me.
Oh, see, I love stuff. I love little pieces like this.
It is fun.
These are the little make your house a home type of things.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I love.
Callie, we'll have to fill you in later. It's kind of like a little joke now. It's girlfriend. She got your back.
It's funny because Callie was there and don't even know it.
Now you really gonna have to tell her.
Yeah, I am gonna have to.
She'll have to message you after the live.
Yeah. Oh. Purdy. I read somewhere that you remember how like they used to say that every room should have something black, like black accents.
I don't even know I've heard that.
I mean, this is an old decorating thing. I mean, it's years old, but I was watching somebody the other day and they were saying that that was the thing again, to make sure that you had like my living room, all the little touches or whatever are like bright sunshine yellow.
And they're saying you should have something black.
Black, yeah. Which, I mean, I'm sure I can see that that would be pretty, but
I don't know.
I'm about to change my yellow, but I don't know. I still like it. My front door's bright yellow too.
I like yellow. But I think, I don't know. I'd have to, if I ever redid my house, which one day I will, I don't know what I would do yet. I have not decided. There's some things I know. I know I would not keep much of what I have today. Most of what I have today would be gone because I don't want it. I've never liked it.
Paint it.
I've had it because it was just cheap.
Yeah. Oh.
At the time we didn't have much money, and so you just have to take what you could get, right?
Exactly.
And not pitch a fit. And so, I have a bunch of furniture that I never really liked, never would have picked, except for the fact the price was right.
Yes. I've never even bought my own furniture. Like I have hand-me-down furniture. It's really nice, but I mean it's gray leather. It is really nice, and that's the yellow and gray. But I don't know. I mean, I've gotten, since I started doing this, I'm kind of like I'll do whatever I want. Like I'm not gonna have a theme. I'm not gonna have farmhouse.
Right.
I'm not gonna have. I just want to have what I like and put it all together.
Right. Exactly. I understand that. I'm kind of like that. That's why I'm like, I'm not sure what I would have. I just know it wouldn't be the stuff I have today. That stuff would be gone. because I never really wanted it to begin with. It was just the price was right when I didn't have any money.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean? Like I didn't have money to buy furniture with. I could have taken
Exactly.
the money I needed for my bills and my other stuff and bought furniture, but that's not what I wanted to do.
Right.
So, and I don't want to be in debt for furniture. I'm like, there's
Yeah.
things to be in debt for, but furniture ain't one of them.
Right.
You know, like
Yeah.
especially payment and all that, which I'm not anymore. But
There's all of the um you know, year of no interest and all of those things that get you.
right. Oh yeah. And all of a sudden you don't have to worry about the year no interest because you can't pay back what you don't put on there. So you're gonna be paying back.
Yeah. You can be paying your 30% interest.
That's right. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I mean, I don't know that this color is actually new, but it is new to me and I like it.
I
This
like it too.
crockery
Very
color.
pretty. I think it's very pretty. But this is what I have. My
Yes,
mind.
I like it.
This
Did you put salt on the rim?
no, but it might look like it has salt on the rim. I don't put salt on my rim.
Oh, I
But
like salt.
I could have put, you know what would be fun? I
So
don't
can you
know.
see mine?
Huh?
I think see my light is good at my table. I feel like everybody can probably see mine. I think I'm gonna have to wax it though. It's a little shiny. I'm not sure I'm digging the top coat on it.
Mm. Now, will it dry back some? I mean, when it dries, will it not be as shiny, or will it still?
This I used the meltdown,
Oh, okay.
so it's got a little bit of a
A little bit of a sheen to it. Kind
yeah.
of waxy, I guess. Yeah.
So I'll either use some black wax or some white wax or some I don't know, but I'll probably put some wax on it.
Thank you, Debbie.
Thanks.
Anyway, well, I'm gonna hop off here, and we're gonna hop off, I guess. Are you ready to hop off?
Yep.
I don't want to rush you.
I want all the tequila I can get.
Tequila I can get.
Oh.
I don't like salt. I don't like the taste of salt, so I don't do salt.
Oh
And
my God.
yes, I don't like the taste of it.
I do too much salt. I
I don't
should
like the
not
taste.
do it.
My
Yeah.
whole family loves salt. Ted loves salt. Everybody loves salt, and here I am like, no salt, please.
Oh man, that's me with that rim.
No, no. Anyway, all right. Well, y'all
All
have
right.
a great night, and we'll see you soon. Again, get on our mail list because we've got some exciting news coming.
Yay!
Anyway, y'all
All
have a good night.
right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Oh.